Today, we're diving deep into the world of ultra-rare pickup trucks. From railroad workhorses that only exist in single digits, to luxury trucks that redefined what a pickup could be, to revolutionary electric pickups that were decades ahead of their time. Some of these trucks were commercial failures, others were limited edition masterpieces. But they all have one thing in common. If you ever spot one on the road, you're witnessing a piece of automotive history that most people will never see. So buckle up, because we're about to reveal the 8 rarest pickup trucks of all time. Trust me, number 1 will absolutely blow your mind. Number 8. Mazda Repu Rotary Engine Pickup, 1974 to 1977. Let's kick things off with something truly unique. The Mazda Repu, which stands for Rotary Engine Pickup. And yes, you heard that right. This is the only pickup truck in history ever powered by a rotary engine. Production history. Mazda produced the Repu from 1974 to 1977. In that short 3-year production run, only around 15,000 units were ever made. Now, you might think 15,000 doesn't sound that rare, but consider this. We're talking about a truck that's nearly 50 years old now. The number still in good condition today? Probably in the hundreds. Technical specifications. Under the hood, the Repu packed the legendary Mazda 13B rotary engine. This wasn't just any engine. The rotary design was fundamentally different from traditional piston engines. It offered a higher power-to-weight ratio and incredibly smooth operation. The result? This pickup drove more like a sports car than a work truck. Why it's rare? The Repu was targeted at a very niche market. Enthusiasts who appreciated the rotary engine's unique performance characteristics loved it, but mainstream truck buyers? They weren't interested. The rotary engine, while revolutionary, also had a reputation for being thirsty for fuel and oil. Combined with the energy crisis of the 1970s, the Repu's timing couldn't have been worse. Number 7. Lincoln Blackwood, 2002. Now let's talk about luxury. When you think Lincoln, you probably think of town cars and continental sedans, not pickup trucks. But in 2002, Lincoln took a massive gamble and created the Blackwood, a luxury pickup that was unlike anything the market had ever seen. Production numbers. The Blackwood had an incredibly short production run. In 2002, Lincoln produced fewer than 3,400 units total. That's it. After just one model year, the Blackwood was gone. This makes it one of the rarest American pickups ever produced. Luxury features. What made the Blackwood special? Everything. We're talking plush leather seats, real wood trim, a premium sound system, and a navigation system that was cutting edge for 2002. The bed even featured a power tonneau cover and a carpeted wood-paneled floor. Yes, you heard that right. The pickup bed had carpeting. Design philosophy. Lincoln's vision was simple yet ambitious. Combine the comfort and amenities of a high-end sedan with the utility of a pickup truck. The Blackwood was based on the F-150 platform, but transformed into something that felt like a Navigator with a bed. Why it failed? The problem? The Blackwood was too compromised. The bed was small, and the carpeted floor made it clear this truck wasn't meant for actual work. It cost nearly $53,000, which was astronomical for a pickup in 2002. And here's the kicker: it was only available in rear-wheel drive and only in black. Number 6. Chevrolet S10 EV, 1997 to 1998. Here's something that will shock you. Long before Tesla made electric trucks cool, long before the Lightning and the Kiam truck, General Motors built an electric pickup, and it's one of the rarest trucks in America. Background. The Chevrolet S10 EV was produced from 1997 to 1998 as part of GM's early electric vehicle program, alongside the famous EV1. This wasn't just an experiment. It was a fully functional electric pickup designed for fleet customers and utilities. Production numbers. Here's where things get interesting. Depending on the source, between 460 and 500 S10 EVs were produced. But here's the catch. Most were leased, not sold. And when the leases ended in the mid-2000s, GM recalled and destroyed most of them, just like they did with the EV1. Technical specifications. The S10 EV used the same electric drivetrain as the EV1. We're talking about a 3-phase AC induction motor producing 114 horsepower and around 150 pound-feet of torque. It had a range of approximately 40 to 60 miles per charge, depending on driving conditions. For the late 1990s, this was revolutionary technology. Why so rare? Only about 60 units were actually sold to customers. The rest were leased to utilities and fleet operators. When GM decided to discontinue their electric vehicle program, they crushed hundreds of these trucks. Images exist showing white S10 EVs stacked in scrap yards, a haunting reminder of GM's controversial decision. Number 5. GMC Cyclone, 1991 to 1993. Now we're getting into serious performance territory. Imagine a pickup truck that could outrun a Ferrari. Sound impossible? Well, in 1991, GMC made it happen with the Cyclone. Production run. The Cyclone was produced primarily in 1991, with small numbers continuing through 1993. Total production, just under 3,000 units. GMC built 2,998 Cyclones, to be exact. Performance specifications. Under the hood sat a turbocharged 4.3-liter V6 engine producing 280 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. That might not sound earth-shattering today, but remember, this was 1991. And this engine was mated to all-wheel drive and a sport-tuned suspension. Acceleration. Here's where the Cyclone became legendary. It could hit 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. Let me repeat that. A pickup truck in 1991 running to 60 in 4.3 seconds. It could beat a Ferrari 348 in a quarter-mile race. This wasn't just fast for a truck. This was supercar performance. Design and features. The Cyclone wasn't just about straight-line speed. It featured four-wheel anti-lock brakes, which was rare for the time. The suspension was completely retuned for performance, and the styling? All blacked out with body cladding, special badging, and an aggressive stance that let everyone know this wasn't your average compact pickup truck. Number 4. International Harvester Scout II Terra, 1976 to 1980. Let's take a step back to a simpler time, a time when trucks were built tough and meant to be beaten up on dirt roads and rough terrain. Enter the International Harvester Scout II Terra. Production history. The Scout II Terra was produced from 1976 to 1980. This was a variant of the popular Scout II, but with a longer wheelbase and a proper pickup bed. It bridged the gap between the compact Scout SUV and a traditional pickup truck. Rarity factor. Exact production numbers for the Terra are notoriously difficult to pin down. International Harvester didn't break down their production numbers by specific Scout variants in their records. What we do know is that the Terra was produced in relatively small numbers during its 4-year run, and finding one in good condition today is extremely challenging. Built for adventure. The Terra was designed for people who needed a vehicle that could handle serious off-road conditions. It featured 4-wheel drive, a durable body-on-frame construction, and a suspension designed to handle the roughest terrain. This wasn't a truck for commuting. This was a truck for adventurers. Engine options. Buyers could choose from several engine options, including inline 4-cylinders and V8s. The V8 options were particularly popular, offering the power needed to tackle steep trails and heavy loads. Number 3. Dodge Ram SRT-10, 2004 to 2006. What happens when you take a V10 engine from a Dodge Viper and shove it into a pickup truck? You get one of the insane vehicles ever to wear a Ram badge, the SRT-10. Production run. Dodge produced the Ram SRT-10 from 2004 to 2006. In that short 3-year run, they built approximately 9,500 units total, with the 2004 model year being the most common at around 5,000 units. Production declined in subsequent years. The engine. Let's talk about that engine. Under the hood sits an 8.3-liter V10 producing 500 horsepower and 525 pound-feet of torque. This is the same basic engine that powered the Dodge Viper, one of America's most iconic supercars, in a pickup truck. Performance. The SRT-10 could hit 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. The quarter mile, about 13.5 seconds. These are sports car numbers. Dodge even set a land speed record with the modified SRT-10, hitting 154 miles per hour for a production pickup truck. Variants. The SRT-10 came in 2 versions, a regular cab with a 6-speed manual transmission and a quad cab with a 4-speed automatic. The manual transmission regular cab is the rarer and more sought-after version among collectors. Design. This wasn't just about the engine. The SRT-10 featured aggressive styling with hood scoops, side exhaust pipes, lowered suspension, massive wheels, and unique badging. It looked fast standing still. Practicality compromised. Like the Cyclone, the SRT-10 sacrificed practicality for performance. The lowered suspension and performance tires meant it wasn't great for actual truck work. The towing capacity was limited, and the fuel economy? Well, let's just say if you cared about gas mileage, this wasn't the truck for you.
Number 2. Chevrolet SSR, 2003 to 2006. Now for something completely different. The Chevrolet SSR looks like it drove straight out of a retro futuristic fever dream. And in a way, it did. What is it? The SSR stands for Super Sport Roadster. It's a retro-styled pickup truck with a convertible hardtop. Yes, you heard that correctly. A convertible pickup truck. Production. Chevrolet produced the SSR from 2003 to 2006. In that 4-year run, they built approximately 24,000 units total. While that doesn't sound incredibly rare, finding one today is surprisingly difficult. Design. The SSR styling is controversial. It features flowing lines, a prominent grille, and proportions that harken back to 1940s and 1950s hot rods. Some people love it, some people hate it, but nobody can deny it's unique. Retractable hardtop. The party piece is the power retractable hardtop. At the push of a button, the roof folds away into the bed area, transforming the SSR from a coupe-like vehicle into an open-air roadster. This mechanism is complex, engineering-intensive, and absolutely fascinating to watch. Performance. Early SSR models came with a 5.3-liter V8 producing 300 horsepower. That was adequate, but not exciting. Chevrolet addressed this in 2005, upgrading to a 6.0-liter V8 with 390 horsepower. The later LS2-powered versions could hit 60 miles per hour in about 5.3 seconds. Transmission options. The 2004-2005 models came with a 4-speed automatic. In 2005, Chevrolet added a 6-speed manual transmission option, making these the most desirable versions for enthusiasts. Number 1. 1962 GMC Crew Cab Fender Side Railroad Truck. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The rarest pickup truck of all time. Are you ready? The 1962 GMC Crew Cab Fender Side, also known as the Railroad Truck. How rare is it? Only one is known to exist in the United States. That's not a typo. One single truck. The history. In 1962, GMC produced a very small number of specialty order crew cab pickup trucks with the fender side body style. These were custom ordered, primarily by railroad companies who needed vehicles that could transport crews along railway lines. Production numbers. According to research and documented records, only 6 of these specialty fender side crew cabs were built in 1962. 3 are confirmed to be in Canada. The other two's whereabouts are unknown. That leaves just one verified example in the United States: the Survivor.